Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Jwal Sports. We are back here with another episode.
Another one. Hey, Pistol,
This,
our receiver, hit my line. Hit my line.
what is up with you in this? When you bench your seasoned veteran quarterback this late in the season, it's sending a message to the team.
Dan goes out, and now they want to play with some heart. They want to play with some effort.
I see why Doc got fired. If you're not gonna make the adjustments as a coach, you need to go up and get up out of here.
Wentz has regressed, and it's a mental. I mean,
Disclaimer: he might have some outrageous, Max Kellerman type, things to say today. I don't know what he's gonna say, but the way he's starting off this video, it is giving me them vibes.
So guys, thank you guys for tuning back into another episode. Me and Sean, we are back again, and it's the week of the Super Bowl. But there's a lot of other things that's been surrounding the Super Bowl, such as the trade that just happened this week between the Rams and the Lions. So if you haven't heard yet, this week the Rams traded quarterback Jared Goff to the Detroit Lions for Matthew Stafford. The Lions are receiving 2 future first-round picks and a third-round pick, and a quarterback Jared Goff, while the Rams will be receiving quarterback Matthew Stafford. The LA Times were able to get a statement from Matthew Stafford about being traded, and this is what he had to say. As a quarterback, as a guy that's at arguably the most important position on the field, if you are in a place that you are not wanted and they want to move on from you, the feeling's mutual. That sound a little hurt to me.
yeah,
It
a little
sounded
sour
a little
taste in
hurt.
his mouth.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, Matthew Stafford is on the Rams. Are they now Super Bowl contenders?
I don't know. We have to see.
We'll have to see. I think they're Super Bowl contenders.
I don't know. I want to see how they adjust, because the playbook of like the play action and everything, how the offense kind of moved and flowed one direction. I don't see Matthew Stafford on that in a lot of play action. So I want to see how the offense changed with him being the quarterback before I say.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think because we've seen Matthew Stafford in the most unstable situations ever while being the quarterback for the Detroit Lions, we haven't really been able to see him, with protection, with weapons, and to be able to do the array of things that we've seen him do with some actual multiple talent around. I mean, I can't say actual talent because he's had talent. But yeah, with multiple weapons around him and a really, really good play caller in Sean McVay.
Yeah, that's another thing. Play calling will be key. They have an excellent defense, which the Lions haven't had. I ain't even gonna go on for how long. So
do you want me to give you the stats on it?
Go ahead, stat man. Go ahead.
All right. So this past season in 2020. The Lions had the 32nd worst defense, which is last in the NFL. In 2019, they were ranked 31st. In 2018, they were ranked 10th. In 2017, they were ranked 27th. In 2016, they were ranked 18th. In 2015, they were ranked 16th. In 2014, this is the best defense that he's worked with. They were ranked 2nd. In 2013, they were 16th. In 2012, they were 13th. In 2011, they were 23rd. In 2010, they were 21st, excuse me. And 2009, they were the 32nd worst defense.
So like I said, the defense weren't there. So
right.
Having a really good defense, they're just gonna come down to having a quarterback that can finish games, and which is why they kind of wanted an experienced quarterback that can get them over that hump. Now, I do believe there will be excellent playoff contenders, especially dealing with that crazy conference.
Being playoff contenders, We already know that. I mean, they made it to the
Right.
playoffs every year with Jared Goff, and 2 years ago they were in 2018. They were just in the Super Bowl with Jared Goff. So I mean, playoff contender isn't really a word for. I don't think a word for anybody because they know with a
Okay, I'll say a serious contender
a serious contender.
for
Okay,
a
I was about to
championship
say
run
yeah,
for a
because
championship. Okay.
what they were able to do with a subpar quarterback. Then you get Matthew Stafford, who I really believe is a not just a step, but at least 4 or 5 steps up from Jared Goff, just in terms of like experience and not really throwing the ball away like that. I mean, in Matthew Stafford time with the Lions, he's never had a season with more than 10 interceptions. So I think that'd be really good. And Jared Goff, the last 3 years, he had 16 interceptions, 13 and 12. So I think cutting down of those interceptions will be good for the offense, and it will be really good for the defense because they don't have to get a stop and come right back on because they're not going to be as tired. And we've seen the dividends with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and having a quarterback who doesn't throw the ball away as much. This defense is now one of the top defenses in the league.
Overall, I do believe the Lions won this trade.
What?
I mean, hey, they got 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and Jared Goff, which is a young quarterback, which they can build around. I mean, they have Kenny Galladay, Marvin Jones Jr., Mohamed Sanu, DeAndre Swift, Adrian Peterson, who they can swing in there in the backfield, Kerryon Johnson if AP decides to leave, so you still have a power back and a speed back.
Right.
TJ Hawkinson is an excellent tight end, which means the offense is basically set. You can add a couple pieces if you want to, offensive line of work. But that gives them time to hone in on the defense, which you said wasn't really good.
Right.
So,
That's what I was just going to say. That's all good for that offensive side. But we know how Jared Goff operates. Like he's not a really high touchdown person. And when you look at it, and this season he threw only 20 touchdowns. He missed one game, but you could say that. But then the last season he only threw 22 touchdowns. So that one game got him out of 2 touchdowns. And his Super Bowl year he only threw 32 touchdowns. And when you look at your Super Bowl contending teams or your real serious playoff contending teams, they throw in the high 30, low 40s touchdowns, and sometimes in the high 40s, low 50s. So I believe the touchdowns going up is really what's gonna make the Rams win this trade. Yeah, win this trade because you get better in the red zone, and we've seen in that 2018 year how methodical and I don't know the word I want to use for it. We've seen how methodical Sean McVay can be with the play calling. I think this is really gonna, give him the freedom to call whatever he wants to call, and his quarterback is gonna be able to get the job done. Because you got to remember, just this playoff run, Sean McVay threw a little shade towards Jared Goff when he said that he has to call the perfect game with Goff to win. And we saw how when they put John Woodford in, the read pass options, the quarterback scrambles, and how well that worked with this offense. I think this is going to be this offense is going to be very explosive.
Time will tell.
Yeah, only time will tell. And the one last thing I wanted to say is what I'm starting to realize is draft picks it's like gambling, It's like the roulette game where you throw the ball in there and it rolls around, and you just guessing. That's really what you're doing in the draft. You're looking at a bunch of film and you're guessing how this player is going to be in the NFL. And sometimes you hit, sometimes you bust, and it's hit or miss. Like I said, you could get a really good pick in the first round or a really good pick in the 6th round, like Tom Brady. It depends. It all depends. And the guess game on this is the percentage is real low. It's really low. So I wouldn't be I'm high on draft picks, but I'm not really so high on draft picks at the same time. Yeah. So the Chiefs, they're in the Super Bowl, man. You know, we both talked last week about how we both want these Chiefs to win, but the injury bug has been biting them all season long. And just this week, over 20 Chiefs players and staff and coaches, including quarterback Patrick Mahomes, was scheduled on Sunday to get a haircut with a barber who tested positive for COVID-19. The Chiefs did act swiftly and aggressively and pulled the barber mid-cut.
Oh man!
I had to stop on that. They pulled him mid-cut once the results came in. And we still don't know, if players tested positive, what players are going to be out. So it's very weird. But do you think, the COVID and injury could cause the Chiefs to lose the Super Bowl, especially on that offensive line?
I believe that it's going to be a little more difficult. Sammy Watkins and Le'Veon, I think they'd be fine without him because Sammy has been. I think it's his last year in Kansas City. This to say, Eric Fisher. That's a big loss for the offensive line. He was that key anchor, which is going to be kind of hard to replace, given that the Bucs pass rush is really good this year. But you have a mobile quarterback in Patrick Mahomes, so I can see it being an issue, but it's not going to kill him throughout the game. Because you still have Patty Mahomes scrambling and be able to make those plays. If people come back and test positive from the barber, then that's definitely going to shake up the game.
Right.
Given that it's so close to the Super Bowl, too.
Right. And I got a question for you after we hit on these quick points, too. So, just remind me. It's about Patrick Mahomes because I will forget. So just remind me. All right. So I agree with what you said. The loss in Eric Fisher is really tremendous. Le'Veon Bell and Samuel Watkins, they were in limited practices today. So I think they will be able to come back by Super Bowl. I think having running back Le'Veon Bell will be very key and experience back, especially like in the Super Bowl and just to get those extra downs when you need it, especially on those runs that when they really at the beginning of the game they really try to enforce the run. I think Le'Veon Bell will be able to do that very well.
But you still have Damian Williams too.
Yeah, you do have Damian Williams, who's more your speed back, but and they use Le'Veon Bell, as more as your power back. But they do get who a lot of people call their best offensive tackle, and Michael Schwartz. They said that, he's likely to come back and play in the Super Bowl. So that may be a plus for them. But I don't know, man. I trust Mahomes, but if he don't have at least 2.5 seconds to throw in that pocket and he's always going to have to be trying to escape and run and extend plays, they're just going to go QB contain on him. And they're going to force him to be a pocket quarterback with 2 seconds to find a route. And all the underneath stuff it's going to work for, the first half. But when they just start sitting back and then when they sit back in the red zone, you're not going to get no touchdowns, and you can't just kick field goals against Tom Brady. You got to score a touchdown. So I think these injuries and COVID protocols will cause them to lose the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I want Brady to get another one.
I don't want Brady to get another one either, but you need an offensive line.
You do. I'm just thinking as a fan perspective, like that.
Right. So
it's rigged.
So you know how they say quarterback Patrick Mahomes, he was around the barber who they say he was wearing a mask while he was cutting players. But if quarterback Patrick Mahomes were to get COVID and were not to be able to play in the Super Bowl, do you think the NFL would move the game back?
Yeah. Too much money on the line. Too much money.
Right. I don't care who else gets COVID. Hey, y'all just gonna have to play without them, is what the NFL probably would say. But hey, if the quarterback Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady gets COVID, before this Sunday, oh yeah, they're not playing.
Ain't no Chad Henne. No.
Nah. We're not playing the Super Bowl with Chad Henne.
Ain't no anything is possible during the Super Bowl.
No. That's cool for regular season, maybe the first round, but in Patrick Mahomes we trust.
Yeah.
My homeboy is the key to take us to the promised land.
For real.
So that I hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, I wouldn't be surprised. I really think they should have bubbled the players. You're already 2 weeks, right? You're already 2 weeks to the Super Bowl. Put them in a bubble. It's as simple as that. You don't want these if scenarios to become a reality. So if you go ahead and put them in a little bubble, it's the NFL. Rent out the entire hotel. It's hotels that are connected. One building here, one building there, and like they're sort of connected. Rent out that kind of hotel or adjacent hotels. Put them in there. COVID test them, give them all their meals like the NBA did in the Disney World bubble, and you wouldn't have these problems. But woo, I really hope that doesn't happen.
Me neither, man. Because I'm ready for the Super Bowl.
Right. You putting any bets in?
Oh no. Now it's free.
It ain't no free bets out here, man. What's wrong with you? All right. So Deshaun Watson.
I'm tired of my money, man. Gotta be smart.
Hey, look, if you put your money on my homeboy, you can double your money.
Yeah.
Scared money don't make money.
All right. Okay, say amen, say ouch. I'm gonna say ouch.
All right. So Deshaun Watson, he requested to be traded, and he has taken the team off his social media and referred all football inquiries to his agent. His preferred destinations are the New York Jets, and his second is Miami Dolphins. Where do you think Deshaun Watson can go? And keep in mind, he has a no trade clause, so he has to approve the trade.
I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming.
First of all, I'm gonna stop you right there. This is the most biased thing you could have said because you are a Panthers fan, and he is not coming to Carolina. He's not coming to Carolina.
I mean, why not, man? I mean,
what assets do y'all have to give him? Besides
DJ
Christian
Moore,
McCaffrey,
Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Christian McCaffrey, young
what
coach.
draft picks do y'all have?
You got the number 8 pick.
Just that's it.
I mean, you throw in some more picks, first, second.
Look,
you keep the same pieces on defense. Give them a couple more pieces on offense.
How you gonna get him a couple more pieces on offense when you're taking a heavy cap hit because his contract is a lot? Then you're gonna have to get somebody up of equal value.
Future draft picks, man. Just future draft picks.
No, Deshaun Watson is not betting his career on future draft picks. Kids.
No, you're giving up future draft picks for him. You don't try not to give any assets away.
So look, I'm gonna refer back to the Jared Goff trade, right? 2 future first round picks and a 3rd round pick. Y'all are gonna have to give at least 3 first round picks, 2 second round picks, and a 3rd round pick in total to get him. And that's if you can still keep all your assets. You're gonna have to give a player. They're going to need a player of equal value, or something, or a collective of players close to get Deshaun Watson.
He's coming home.
Now,
no place like home.
I do have my own biased pick. I think he should come to Minnesota. some picks in the.
I don't think he'll fit the system.
Why not?
He could, but I really don't see him.
Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, Kyle Rudolph. I mean,
I'm just talking about their style of play is what I'm referring to.
That style of play will work. Because you got to think about it. We had a Teddy Bridgewater, and he was very productive in our offense. He's very productive. Well, not so productive. He's still coming off his injuries and, not playing for a whole year with the Saints. But he's had a pretty good year with the Panthers. I think he can come in. He can get in that play style. That play style would very much fit. He can be a pocket quarterback. He can what am I saying? He can be mobile. He can still run. And then you have Dalvin Cook. Come on. And the entire Vikings offense is straight RPOs. Read pass options and bootlegs. And all he does is swivel out just so he can look. If we have a quarterback who can look in the pocket and run out, that's wild. And especially with Justin Jefferson, who he was a top receiver in yards as a rookie. He had 14,000 yards. He gonna get open. But
we had 2,000-yard receivers. That's all I'm gonna say.
I had 2,000-yard receivers. We had a receiver almost catch y'all in his rookie year, plus Adam Thielen, plus Dalvin Cook still being the top 5 back in the league.
And Christian McCaffrey is it?
First of all, I don't even know. I think he had more yards than Christian McCaffrey.
I mean, Christian McCaffrey missed half the season.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He did. Then the year before that, I know he had more yards than Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey had 1,000 and 1,000 last season.
1,000 and 1,000. My man led the – if he would have played the last game of the season, he would have led the lead in rushing. That's how close he was to leading rushing. But he ain't played the last game of the season. But
you can't beat 1,000 and 1,000. And that's a short list of 1,000 and 1,000.
You're right. It's a short list of 1,000 and 1,000. But my man, I don't know. They're both really good backs. I'm gonna keep it.
Indeed.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna go hard for my man Dalvin.
Oh yeah, I'm not taking anything against Dalvin. No.
All right. So aside from the unbiased pick, who do you think he should go to? Get really in your analyst bag. Come on.
I was thinking Miami.
I like Tua in Miami. I like Tua way too much to send him to that poop show in Houston.
I know. That's why I was kind of iffy about it. But the players, I heard it, saw a couple of things that weren't really too confident into his arm ability.
Yeah, they weren't too confident into it. And I'm not that versed in the sport, but I don't see what they see.
And then they was kind of iffy with the decision to play him. And that key game they needed to win, and he ain't really show up.
I mean, he's a rookie.
He's a rookie.
Yeah. I was about to say now. I was going to compare him to all the rookie backs now. I was going to compare him to Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, and Jalen Hurts. There we go. It had to come to my head. Yeah, I was going to compare them all. And when you compare them all on the line, yeah, Justin Burrow, Joe Burrow and Herbert, they were on a different level. But I feel like if he got in earlier and there was some actual confidence instead of playing with his head like they did with Hurts and Wentz, I feel like he would have been up there with them to get in there early, get the confidence, get a feel for the offense. I think he would have been up there with them. But I got him going to either Washington or Chicago. I think those are I
don't think Chicago has enough for him. I can see San Fran, but I don't think Chicago has enough weapons to have his interests. Besides Allen Robinson.
Yeah, I don't think they will. I think they would have to try to find somebody in free agency to go along with him. And
But
that
even then,
really,
you're taking that big contract for him, so you don't have that much to offer somebody else.
right. That's why I really like San Fran, because you could do
San Fran would be scary.
You telling?
Oh my god!
Think about it. You have
Oh, I'm
weapons.
thinking.
You got a good defense. They have the number 12 pick, the number 43 pick, the 102 pick, the 116 pick, no, 155 pick. I give them all up. Because why do you need them?
True. They were just in the Super Bowl last year.
Exactly. And I really think they're a quarterback away. And I think
They
that
do need some help on a corner. So Sherman, I think he about on the way out the door.
Yeah, Father Time hits everybody, but Tom Brady.
Okay.
Yeah,
I need Mother Nature to hit him or something.
You are so ready for Tom Brady to go out the league. And it's crazy.
Hey.
Tom said he's gonna play the 45. How you feel about that?
I'm have to go take a trip up somewhere, maybe tear his ACL. So I don't know, man.
What?
Nah. I'm messing.
Hey, Tom, I'm gonna tag you in this. I don't know if you're gonna see this, but
nah, he preparing. He preparing right now.
Actually, I don't even think you could get close to Tom Brady.
No.
Yeah, hey, I feel like he got a hidden team around him of just straight killers. And then AB still staying with him. Yeah, don't do that. For your sake, please don't do that. I just started on that. Yeah, for your sake, please don't do that.
Chill on my man, AB, man. He
Hey,
on the right
look,
track.
no, hey, I'm giving AB all his respect. That is not the man you want to play with. Hey, look, especially the man who's saving his career. Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, yo, Tom, my bad, man.
Yeah, apologize.
I'm just trying to get my views up.
Hey, you trying to get the wrong views up.
Hey, I'm just here so I won't get fired, man. That's all.
Hey, so the Jets are his favorite to go because they had the head coach that he wanted, which started this whole debacle of get me out of Houston. So
I do like the Jets. They have a really trending defense, some young receivers they can build around. But if he likes the coaching, I can make things happen. Would they have the 2 pick?
Yeah. But they gonna want that. They want that 2 pick. They're not doing without that 2 pick. And the crazy thing is the no trade clause, he has to agree to it. So say if he was gonna go to, I don't know, Miami, right? And we're gonna and Miami currently has I think 3 picks. So if they was like, oh, we're gonna send you Miami with 3 picks, and he's gonna be like, no, you downgrade that to 2 picks because I want my team to get a new player, have some more weapons to complement the weapons that are already there. And then they'd be like, nah, we're not doing that. Oh well, I'm not being traded. It's crazy. And that's what's so wild about this whole thing. I don't know. I still like San Fran. I got to go San Fran. It makes the most sense. You have a competent quarterback for a not so competent quarterback. But if you put him in a new system, I think he might be able to flourish. This is really his first job. Yeah, we'll call it his first job. I'm not going to count New England. And like I said earlier, Wentz, sometimes the first job just it don't work out for you. But job number 2, you flourish like you ain't never done before.
Yeah, I mean, new start. They actually build around you because you're the star now. So could work out.
As long as Garoppolo can stay healthy, He should be good. So last time to say, I know you're not sticking with them dirty Panthers. Who should he go to? Yeah, I said it.
I didn't disrespect your team, so don't do mine. All right, Comprendo. All right.
Nah. I'm gonna drag your team. I'm gonna drag him like the internet did. Of course, Karen.
Stop. And I know you've seen each video.
I know I did. Did you?
You gotta go. Oh, I'm gonna send it to you.
All right. That's a real question. I'm asking you in a second. But yeah, who? Last chance.
I'm gonna stick with Miami.
Okay, you're gonna stick with Miami. All right. Hey, you guys heard it from DeShaun. Tua's going to Miami. I got Tua going to San Fran. Well, we gonna see who's right.
Tua. You mean DeShaun? Come on now, tighten up.
Hey, Tua. If Tua goes to the Houston, as soon as you get the demand a trade, don't deal with it. Demand a trade.
You gotta do some time.
Yeah. Hey, but that's all we got from you guys today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we out.